have here so many items from the new Essence and Catrice Sisterlove collection. I really went all out and I got all of these. I'm going to be showing you application swatches. I'm going to be showing you what this is all about. It's going to be first impressions of a lot of the things, but I have a pretty good idea of what is going on here, what is worth it. Let's get into it. So I've been doing looks for the past few days with these makeup items and I am very excited about a lot of these. Like, this is a really cute collection. I feel like they really did a great job and I'm really loving my look right now. Let's start out with the blushes that I got. So I have here the Disney Alice in Wonderland blush stick by Catrice. I bought both of the shades. I do have to say that my favorite before I bought it and after I tried it is gonna be the purple one, which is shade CO2 Wonderland Tails. And this is actually what I'm wearing as my blush right now. We also have shade CO1 Path to Wonder, which is a little bit more of a pinky shade. These are cream blush sticks that do have a brush on the bottom and they have kind of like this marbled look to them, which is really cute. They feel very kind of like thin and emollient. They are not super pigmented. The purple is definitely a little bit more pigmented than the pink one. You definitely see that difference in the application as well. They have kind of like this natural sheen to them, natural glow, really like this natural look. And it's not really something that really super easily builds up. Like, I have 2 layers of the purple on right now and this is definitely a little bit of a lighter blush look for me. The thing with these that I do really like, even though it's more of kind of like this natural, like supernatural subtle look, which is not always what I go for when it comes to blushes, is that these are not sticky. They are kind of like this balmy thing when you apply them, but these have no stick to them at all. They don't feel heavy. They are just a very easy to use product, which I do really like. And I think it is cute. I don't know if these are going to be my favorites because they don't really have that perfecting, like smoothing quality to them. These are the kind of blushes, if you wear these with no foundation, which is what I do in my daily life. I use my blushes, my bronzers, those kinds of products without any foundation under. When you wear this without a foundation, it's not going to be perfecting the skin, but it's something that I am looking for, like personally, but you might not be. It's just a sheer natural look, a little bit of a glow, nothing too crazy. There's no shimmer in this. It's not sticky. Actually pretty cute blushes and I really like the color of the purple one. Then I also bought the 2 Luminous blushes by Catrice and these immediately make me think of the new, was it like soft glam baked blushes from Catrice from their newest update that I have been really enjoying. I really like those. So we have here shade CO1 Curious Glow and CO2 Full of Wonders, and I think these are some really interesting like color choices. I feel like these are a little bit different in some way to the ones from the regular line. I wouldn't say that the formula seemed incredibly different when applying them, but I feel like these are kind of like duochrome shifting shades, which I really like these. I really like it. So CO1 Curious Glow, this is kind of like a beigey rosy base, so it's almost a little nudie. It's not exactly cool toned in the base, it's kind of like a warm tone base, but then when you see the shift, it's almost like a cooler toned purple. It's a lighter, it's a little bit more icy, and I think this is a really interesting blush color. I don't think I've ever had a blush color like this. This is not a glittery blush. If you don't know the soft glam baked blushes, these are very similar. This is not a glittery blush. It's very smooth. It is very metallic, very glowy. You don't really need a highlighter with these. They are going to be a little bit fragile, so be careful when you're traveling with these. Throwing these in a makeup bag, they might break. It is possible. I think the packaging here is really cute as well, by the way. I feel like the packaging overall is done very well. I just really like the choice here because I am not someone who would really like wear the color that this base is. It's a little bit too warm for me, but when I applied it, I was like pleasantly surprised how these colors blended together and created kind of like this more neutral look, like not neutral in color but neutral in undertone. This is a really interesting one. And then we also had CO2 Full of Wonders, and this is a brighter pink, like a really bright pink. You can see the base here. Like it's almost a Barbie pink, very bright, very cool tone. And then this has a really, really warm, almost orangey gold shift to it, which I think is really interesting. This is a little bit more pigmented than the other one. It's definitely a bit more for like medium skin tones, maybe even deeper skin tones. Like this is a lot darker. It's really gonna pack a punch. The other one, if you have a deeper skin tone, it's probably gonna be more like a blush topper or something like that. I think it's gonna be a little bit too subtle if you have like medium to deep skin, but it is probably a really nice highlighter on you. I think this is really a nice shade as well. I haven't really noticed any difference in application to the Soft Glam Baked blushes. I think these are probably gonna be pretty much the same thing, but they have that kind of like duochrome quality to them. Okay, let's talk highlighters. I have here the Catrice Alice in Wonderland Luminizing Compact Powder, and this is in C01 Slightly Confused. This is a slightly confusing product indeed. I feel like this name was picked out very well. Like I couldn't have named this better myself. I love the packaging on this one. Really cute, really love it. It looks luxurious, it looks fun. I'm really into this. The thing with this one, I kind of didn't really know what to expect, but I thought it looked so fun, it looked so cute. And when you look at it head on, you're kind of like, what is going on here? It looks very powdery. It has kind of like this light butter yellow color to it. It looks kind of like, would it be a compact powder? Would it be a setting powder? The first thing that's really fun about this product, that you kind of, as you turn it, you see Alice in a different way. Like here you see her just standing there, and then here in the mirror she's running away. Like what is going on here? I think it's really fun. And then when I actually started using it, as I was first like swatching it or applying it, it did seem kind of like a compact powder. It seemed kind of matte. It is kind of like powdery, like kicks up a lot in the pan, but then as you kind of like smooth it out, like you give it some time to warm up, it becomes the smoothest, most beautiful, most ethereal, kind of like sheer highlighter. I don't feel like this has much of a base color to it. It's very sheer, it's very nude. It's like a champagne smooth highlighter. It is beautiful. I was so impressed with this when I first applied it. I thought it was so stunning and flattering, and I think it's really interesting, this formula. Like how does it go from a matte powder to an actual like super smooth, more metallic highlight? I don't feel like this is overly metallic or overly glowing. You can definitely do a little bit of a like thinner layer, not too like overly glowy. It's really beautiful. Next highlighter by Catrice is the Alice in Wonderland Diamond Haze Highlighter C01 Dream Bigger. And this is like the purple version of the Diamond Haze highlighter that they have in their regular line. So this is kind of like this shimmery highlighter. It has kind of like this purple base, and then it has purple and violet, kind of like bluish violet shimmers in it as well. This is the highlighter that I am wearing right now, and this is what most of the glow that you're seeing is coming from, and it definitely has a little bit of that wet look. I think this is actually really pretty. You do see the shimmer particles on the cheeks. As you come closer, they are definitely there. Like from this distance, it looks a little bit more like a wet look. Coming closer to the mirror, it's gonna be a little like chunky, on the chunky side. I do think this is a really pretty one, and it's not too extremely like shimmery, it's not too overdone. I actually had to build it up quite a bit to get a more glowy effect. There's just something kind of subtle about it, which I do like. I think is a really beautiful color. Like there's something to it when you swatch it. Maybe I kind of had to break through the layer because I feel like this swatch is a little better than what I have swatched so far. It is just a little icy, a little purple, but I don't feel like it's overly purple where you're like, what is that colored highlighter? So I kind of wanted to compare it to the original Diamond Haze, and this one is just like white. Just straight up white. This one feels a little bit more putty. And you definitely see the difference here. Like this one is more creamy, it's more out there, it's more blinding, and this one is a little bit more soft, subdued, a little bit more natural. These don't seem like the same formula. Like they have kind of the same idea to them, but they don't feel like the same formula. Maybe this one will become a little bit more creamy as I use it more, but I feel like the Diamond Haze, that one was immediately like, just look at it, it's very soft, a little bit of a shimmer. I feel like you can hardly see it. And then we have the Diamond Haze, and that is just bam, shimmer packed, like full on shimmer, kind of like metallic. You could use this as an eyeshadow topper. Like in a viewfinder, I see that this actually picks up a lot, and this is just kind of like faded to the background. I feel like this is, yeah, it's not the same thing, But if you find this Diamond Haze Original a little bit like too much for you, a little bit overdone, maybe a little bit too like scary shimmery, you might still like this one. It's a little bit more soft. The last one for the highlighters. This is the Alice in Wonderland Essence Liquid Highlighter. And I got only one shade of this one because I was just like, okay, just give me the pink highlighter. I was most excited about this color. So this is the color. This is hard to read. 02 Glowing Down the Rabbit Hole. That's cute. So this actually impressed me a lot. This is super metallic. Like when you swatch it, it is crazy. It's so metallic. It's like liquid metal. It's like kind of like this icy rose liquid metal. But then if you blend it out, you can actually make this look very like subtle and glowy and like a glow from within, and just very natural and juicy and like plump wet look cheeks. There's no shimmer in this. It is just very smooth and it's very buildable, which makes this such a nice product. I have only used this once. Keep that in mind. But I've played around with it a little bit, applied a little less and applied a little more. This can go really metallic. It's definitely possible, but it's also possible to do a very natural, beautiful look. And I just feel like this doesn't have that much of a base color to it when you do that. It isn't like a stripe on the face. It really blends in. And I feel like that doesn't always happen with these kind of like metallic-y liquid highlighters. I feel like this is a great one in that category. Alright, so lip products. I was very impressed with these for multiple reasons. So these are the Catrice Alice in Wonderland semi-matte lipstick. I wouldn't say these are semi-matte. I actually called these in my short like a cream lipstick because I feel like these are cream lipsticks. They are so creamy, they have a glow to them. These are not semi-matte. You cannot tell me that these are semi-matte. I won't believe you. Like you can put it on there, but that doesn't actually make it true. So we have two shades. This one is CO1, Where Am I? And then we have CO2, It's All in Your Head. I think these are really fun names. I love the packaging of these. These are so cute. I love that they're a little bit different. They do show the shade. I just think they did a great job with this. Is it just a sticker? No, it's not just a sticker. I feel like these are done so well. And then I actually had one of these on. I believe it was the day before yesterday. I put this on before my dinner and it actually was still on after. So it's kind of like, okay, it's creamy and there's gonna be some transfer. It's gonna be comfortable, but it's gonna get on your mug, your glass, and your fork. But a layer remains, and that layer is still like comfortable and hydrating, and it still looks very good. These are kind of like this thinner creamy formula without it actually picking up on like dryness or texture. It's not emphasizing that. Also, they have the cutest embossing. It is just so cute. I love it so much. The packaging of these lipsticks is just amazing. And I feel like, oh, by the way, magnetic. Wait, that wasn't the best demo. Okay. Magnetic. When I saw that, when I noticed that, I was like, okay, that makes it complete. I'm really happy that I got both shades in this. I feel like, yes, it's kind of like a color that we've seen from Catrice before, but I feel like this is a great formula. They don't always do my absolute favorite formula, but this is definitely something that I can see myself wearing again and again because it's comfortable and long wearing. Then we have the Essence lip mask, the swirl lip mask. This is in 01 Swirling Around, and I actually really enjoy this one. I feel like this gives such a nice glossy sheer purple look to the lips. It's very hydrating, it feels nice. I actually really like it. It smells a bit like grape. I don't find it too offensive. I think this smells okay. It smells pretty good. I could definitely live with that. I think this is really cute. I love the swirl, just the look of that, and just the sheer purple is so nice if you have a more cool undertone. I'm neutrals are cool. If you have a cooler undertone, I feel like that it just looks so cute because it's not overly purple. Like purple can be a little like shocking sometimes to some people. Like I sometimes wish it was a little bit more like socially acceptable, even though I still wear purple lipstick for sure. But yeah, this one is actually a really cute one. I have really enjoyed it so far. I put it on a couple of times and it did make my lips feel more hydrated and a little bit more soft and smooth. Then I also have the Essence Keychain Sheer Lip Balm. Yes, there are a lot of lip balms in this collection. So this is in the shape of a keychain, and I just thought this was really cute, really well done, because the shape still makes sense, even though it's shaped like an item from like the movie. So I got this in shade 02 Late But Great, and I got, of course, the lighter pink. Yeah, when I see a light pink lip balm, when I see a purple lip balm, you got me. It's difficult for me to resist, okay? I have a lot of pink, like lip balm kind of products. I do also wear a lot of them because I just love that color so much. So this is kind of like a thinner balm. I still feel like it's pretty hydrating. It gives a sheer pink color, but it's also called sheer lip balm. So is it really surprising? I think this is a pretty nice color. I feel like it does smell like the typical very like sweet chemical essence scent. If you have smelled any of their kind of like cheaper lip balms, cheaper lip products that they have in their regular line, or maybe some products from their limited editions, they do repeat this scent a lot, and it's not my favorite scent. I don't feel like it's very nice to have like near my nose, but I guess it does dissipate. Like it doesn't really remain on your lips in that way. Like when you put it on, you'll probably smell it for a little bit, but it's not gonna be something that you smell throughout the day. I think this is pretty cute. It's not gonna be like my absolute favorite. I do like the purple one a little bit more. That one also gets you a little bit more product. It's a little bit more of an interesting color, so I would personally go for the purple one. Then we also have two plumping glosses by Essence in this collection, and the thing that got me with these was the shimmers. It just looked so beautiful in the packaging, and just kind of like this duochrome action. I thought, ooh, what's that gonna be? Are we gonna see any difference? I have some news for you. They are not very different, but they are quite nice. They are quite cute. I do like the packaging. Once again, it's a very fun product. I don't think you really need both. So we have here the Plumping High Shine Lip Gloss in 01 Wear a Smile. And this one is a little bit more cool toned than the shimmer, almost a little bit more purpley. My lips are giving up. I really shouldn't have done this with this lip, but I was feeling my look. Okay, so this one is a little bit more purpley. It has kind of like a pinky shift to it. It's a more thick, almost kind of like thicker hydrating gloss. It's definitely not a thin watery gloss. And it just is pretty much clear with the shimmer in. It does make your lips look very plump, very juicy, and it does feel nice. It does have the menthol in it. It's definitely plumping, but not a painful plump. Definitely that like minty plump. Then we also have the shade 02 Perfect Smile. And this one is a little bit more warm in the shimmer, kind of like a pink to coral. Also pretty cute. I think these are pretty nice lip glosses. I kind of wish that they had a little bit more color to them, but the shimmer of them is pretty nice. It's not gritty. It doesn't feel like overly shimmery or chunky. These are pretty cute. So what I'm currently wearing on the lips is one of these 2-in-1, a lip gloss and a lip liner lip products from Catrice. So these are the 2-in-1 lip liner and gloss. Keep it simple. So the one that I'm wearing is actually CO2 Always Curious. And then I also have here CO1 How Curious. And I actually really enjoy this product. I do think that wearing this dark one is maybe not the best for a video where you're talking for like 30 minutes, maybe not for a night out. I do think it's pretty cute. Like the liner is quite nice and creamy, it's pigmented, it's quite easy to apply, and it's creamy enough and the gloss is pigment enough for everything to kind of like melt together. The gloss is a little bit grippy. I don't feel like it's disappearing off my lips right away. It's definitely still on after talking for a bit. And there are some more watery glosses that definitely disappear throughout a video like this. So it's pretty long wearing. But the liner is bleeding a little bit. I feel like I could fix that by applying a little less, but I did want to blend everything together. So that's something I kind of have to think about. I feel like if I would fill in my whole lips with that liner, just apply a little bit of gloss on top, that probably would last a little bit longer. My favorite shade, it's definitely the lighter one. I just feel like this is such a cute shade. It's kind of like this cooler tone nude, very easy to wear. I wore this yesterday. I really love the look of this on my lips, and this liner was just a little bit easier to apply because it's a lighter shade. I think these are pretty cute lip products, and I feel like they work together very well overall. Like maybe not right now exactly, but overall I do feel like these blend into each other very well. And there are just some liner and gloss duos that don't really work because the liner just doesn't really blend and it's just this harsh line, and yeah, that doesn't really work for me. So I actually quite like these. Then this Essence Jelly Jewels Pot, this glitter eyeshadow. I forgot to film a clip with it, so I'm gonna put on a little bit probably over this look, but I was so impressed by this look that I kind of just forgot that I wanted to put a topper on. This is the glitter eyeshadow topper 01 Be Adventurous. I feel like this collection is trying to tell me something, and this product was actually so hard to open. It has kind of like this oil on top of the eyeshadow. I couldn't get this off. I have spent over 10 minutes trying to open this product. It was not easy. It does look really pretty. This is not really something where it's a chunky glitter. It's not like a Colourpop Glitterly Obsessed. This is very eye safe. It's just kind of like this jelly eyeshadow. I've tried one of these from their regular line, and this is definitely once again such a product. I think it's really cute. It has this glow to it. It has some shimmer to it. It seems to be a little bit like duochrome with a pink and kind of like a bronzy peach. This is cute. I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna just dip in a little bit. Is this gonna work? And yeah, I love my eye look. And I don't know if this is gonna add a lot right now because there's already kind of like this pinky shimmer going on. Yeah, do I see much of a difference here? I don't really think so. Should I maybe try and apply a little bit on my lower lash line? I don't have any shimmer here. Is this gonna work? I generally do feel like if you have a really nice shimmer eyeshadow, just a powder shimmer eyeshadow, do you really need to mess with liquids? Like, it's not always necessary, but this is affordable, it's cute, it adds a nice shimmer. I do really like it. You can just apply it with the brush to blend it. It's pretty easy to work with. Are we seeing anything? I'm pretty far away, I realize. Alright, so here it is. Just a little pinky shimmer. I think it's pretty cute. Alright, let's talk about the eyeshadows. I got all of the eyeshadow palettes. I saw some swatches. I thought they looked pretty good. I thought this might be promising. There are no cake liners. And I quite like the color stories. So this was kind of like, please prove it to me that you can do it. I have been pretty much enjoying these eyeshadow palettes. I do have to say that the one I'm wearing right now, it's my favorite. It's definitely my favorite. Okay, let's start with the Catrice ones. I don't really like this packaging. This is the only packaging that I really do not like. It's just a full-on metallic mirror. Like, you could definitely do your makeup in this, and I don't want to blind you with this, so I'm holding it like towards the ceiling, and there's just gonna be like fingers all over. There are already fingers all over. Just look at that. I'm not gonna be cleaning that. I don't really love this packaging. Like, the quality feels good. I just don't like the material of this. This is palette CO1 Meet Me in Wonderland. I did a look with this just now. I took it off to do another look. This palette actually is pretty nice. I really like the mattes in here so far that I've tried them. Really quite enjoyed the navy that I used in my look. The shimmers that I used were also pretty nice. Like, this is a pretty cute formula, pretty cute palette. Decent mattes for sure. They have pigment, some nice shimmers. I don't feel like the shimmers in here are like beyond expectation. It definitely still feels a little bit like a 10-15 euro palette, but you can do a cute look. It's a little bit on the basic side with the shimmers, but I do feel like we have some nice contrast. The color story makes sense. I do feel like this is one of the better ones. We have some of the better formulas from the Sisterlove collections. It's definitely possible to do a cute look, and you can go a little bit more neutral, you can go a little bit more blue, you can go really smoky, or go into this kind of like purpley shade. I quite enjoy this. I do definitely have to do some more looks. Like, I did a look with each of these palettes, and now it's just time to get this video up. Like, we're gonna be moving on. I did enjoy my look with this. I feel like this blue also blended out pretty well for not having a transition shade for that. Then we also have the other Catrice palette, and this is CO2 in a World of My Own, and this is a more rosy color story. It's a little bit softer, a little rosy. We still have two deepening up shades that I'm really happy with. I thought that this shade was really nice in the crease. I thought that this shade was really nice as well. Like, really nice matte. And this white was super pigmented, like really pigmented. It almost like scared me a little bit how pigmented it was. A little powdery, but very pigmented. Could definitely do a very contrasting inner corner with that. I was very impressed. Mattes were very nice. I felt like the shade, like the shimmer that I used first, this one was a little bit on the drier side, a little bit softer. Still not a bad eyeshadow, a little bit softer though. And then I also used, I believe it was this shade as a topper, was a little bit more shimmery, like created a little bit more dimension. And I always say, if there are satins or more softer like shimmers in a palette, I'm fine with it, as long as I can kind of like combine and add a little bit of something on top to still create a more shimmery look if I feel like it. This look, what's going on? it's once again a motorcycle. I thought that this look was pretty cute. We do have some softer shimmers here, but I didn't feel like anything so far was like super dry. Once again, have to do more looks. I did really enjoy, like the mattes really do a lot for me in these palettes by Catrice, like great mattes. Then we have these palettes by Essence. So here's the one in 01 All Smiles here, and these have really cute packaging. It's very Essence. Like this does not make you feel like it's a luxury brand, but it's fun. It's Essence. I get it for the brand. It's pretty cute. We have some like fall leaves almost as well, and like this is pretty cute packaging. And then the color story of this, once again, it's a good color story. It feels a little like autumnal. It's a little nude, it's a little cool tone, but not overly cool tone. It's a little soft. It doesn't have as much contrast as the Catrice one. I kind of wish that they would branch out a little bit more with the color stories in the Disney or like the Sisterlove collection. I feel like they always do this kind of like cool tone neutral palette, and then they do a more rosy, like reddish rosy palette as well in both brands. It's not really necessary. I do think that this color story makes sense. Maybe these didn't both need to be in there. Like they're pretty similar, but pretty nice shimmers in this. Some are a little bit more satiny, some are a little bit more metallic. Like this was pretty nice. Like this is a pretty good shimmer. I feel like the shimmers in the Essence palettes are like probably a little bit better than the ones in the Catrice palettes. Like I still of course have to use them a little bit more. I don't want to conclude too much just yet because it's a little early. Like a pretty cute palette. I did feel like the mattes in that palette were a little bit more on the softer side, but definitely workable, definitely buildable. But yeah, I feel like the look that I did was kind of like one of the deeper looks you could do with it. It's just a little bit of a softer palette. Then we have my favorite eyeshadow palette, and that palette that I'm wearing right now. This is the one in 02, running as fast as I can. And this, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it's possible, but this feels like a step up from all of these. Like this is a really nice palette. This is a really nice look. I'm so excited. By the way, this is the front. I'm late. Very cute. And this color story, once again, it's gonna be a little bit of a rosy color story, a lot of kind of like pinky shimmers. We have some lighter mattes, we have some deeper mattes, and we have some really nice shimmers in here, and some really nice mattes. I went in with this shade first, this shade Tea Party, and it was already like so pigmented and blendable, and it already looked so good. And then I went in with this shade that is a little bit more red, like a toned down red, and I just got this really beautiful red crease. I kind of wanted to go for this "Are you sick?" kind of look because I felt like it was really on brand with the Alice in Wonderland theme. I don't feel like I overdid that, but I was kind of like having this like reddish look in mind, and it definitely was what I got here. I feel like I could have deepened it up even a little bit more, but I'm gonna be doing another look using this shade in the outer corner. Now I just used this brown one as a liner. The shimmers that I used are so pretty. This shade, what is this called? Oh My Fur and Whiskers. That shade is so beautiful. Shimmery, shiny. It is kind of like this darker muted pink, cool toned, kind of like to a more nude shade. It's a kind of like duochrome, and then this shade as well, and that is called Down the Rabbit Hole. Very beautiful. These swirl shades, love them. And this I just applied a little bit more like in the inner corner. Really beautiful pinky shimmer as well. Gorgeous palette so far. I really think this is my favorite. I feel like the shimmers in here are just really beautiful. I feel like having two like really special shimmers, I have to put the other ones on my eyes still, but having two really special shimmers that really can make a palette for me. That can be enough for me. Like not all of the shimmers have to be like super special, but if I have a few and I can top that over and mix it in, like I'm happy. Like this is such a nice palette. I'm very happy with that. And that's gonna be it for my first impressions. Let me know if you picked up anything from this collection, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.